It's Monday morning. We're not gonna really work too much today, just gonna try to take a little break. We've been working pretty hard the past month or so. Anyways, we're working on moving the chicken coop, taking down the fence, and then we're gonna move it down the hill just a little bit. All the chickens are locked in the coop, and we're slowly just moving it on over, trying to be real careful, and we're gonna set it down right over where my dad is, and then we're gonna put the fence back up and let them out. And now the chickens are in their new home. It is Tuesday morning, back at work, and we are picking for the Westover market. Currently, Wendell and I are in the high tunnel number 3, where we're picking the tomatoes. We've already picked about 2 gallons of cherry tomatoes, a little over that, and now we're working on the ripe tomatoes. I think we'll get maybe like a half a bushel of ripe tomatoes. So I'm very conflicted. I have nice sized bell peppers. If I let them stay on the plant, they're gonna get even bigger. But I kinda wanna be the first person to the market with bell peppers. So I'm gonna pick just a couple. But that's a pretty decent sized bell pepper. So pick a few and see where we go from there. I'm out in the big field where the tomatoes are and picking the cherry tomatoes for the market. And they're coming on pretty nice. These variety that I'm picking here is Jasper, and they're not the biggest tomato, cherry tomato. They're actually really tiny, but they're ripening. They're good enough to pick and good enough to sell. Out in the field still, and picking actually some broccoli. These heads are, some of them are definitely worth picking. So I've already picked 2, but I'm gonna pick a couple more and take a few up to the market. Another thing that we've been doing is cycling our compost, so we're moving them from bins to another bin. That way they're keep heating up, keep breaking down, and yeah, just cleaning up in here a little bit too. So we're all done picking for the market. Jeff actually is on his way up to the Westover market to set up there, and Wendell and I are fertilizing with chicken litter the squash that we planted in this crimp area, and it'll add a little bit of nutrients to it, and just basically taking a 5-gallon bucket and dumping it out uphill from it because everything flows downhill. Had a bunch of lettuce that needed planted, and it's just too wet and mucky outside to plant with the transplanter, so we're hand transplanting in the back tunnel. We had just this little row open. I originally was thinking about doing acorn squash in here, but the lettuce is ready and it needs to go into the ground. So we got all the lettuce planted that needed to go in, and it's about 600 heads. I thought I saw a cat run across the road and down here, but I think it's a groundhog or something. I don't know. Anyways, he's under this pallet.